everybody. Welcome. We'll get started here in just a second. Things disappeared on my screen for a second, so give me just a moment. We'll get all hooked up here, get in order, and all that kind of stuff. All right, everybody, welcome. Greg Dean, stand-up comedy. Open mic night. It's the Wednesday edition of our open mic. We're glad you're here to share some time with us today. My name's Kevin. I'll be the host. Noah York. Where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area in California.
You're in the Bay Area right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Did you want to perform today?
Yeah, I would love to.
Absolutely. And Bob Me. Is that what you go by, Bob Me?
No, man, just Brother Bob.
Oh, Brother Bob!
What that is all about. But yeah.
Brother Bob.
Bob Me? I don't know, man, that sounds kind of intruding.
Bob Me. Yeah, it sounds like an order. Where are you located, Brother Bob?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee. All right, and we have Chris. It's a small but mighty show. Chris, where are you located?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix.
Just gonna watch if you don't mind.
Brother, oh, you're just going to watch today, Chris? You don't want to perform?
Yeah.
No worries. And we have Sarah. I know where you are, Sarah. Sarah is in Westminster, California. Sarah, did you want to perform today?
I'll do a little bit.
All right, perfect. We're going to wait just for another minute or two to see if we get any stragglers here. In the meantime, I have an activity for us. Yes, I do. All right, while we wait and see if anybody else comes, I have a picture I'm going to share with you. And I want you to go ahead and write your caption or just say it. We have a small enough crowd, you can just say it into the mic. You don't have to actually do that. But here we go. Let me share. All right, what's your caption for that picture right there? What's your caption?
Dazed and confused.
Dazed and confused. That works for me. What else?
How about Boomer Tech?
Boomer Tech. Perfect. Mine's hashtag dumbass. And mine's hashtag bad wig.
Shame fool nobody.
You got one, Bob? You got one?
This helps me breathe better than a mask.
There you go, because it's got that stupid little hole in it. That's awesome. You guys are creative. I love it. That's why I love this. All right, we're going to wait 2 more minutes for a couple other people. Right now, the order is going to be Noah, Brother Bob, and Sarah. All right, it's going to be a crazy packed show,
Yes.
No, it's always fun. It's always fun to hear what everybody has, and I love the fact that we're from all over the place. I think that actually makes it really cool. I think that most of us have not realized how really cool this is because we're so bummed about being stuck at home. But, you know, I get to do an open mic with Bob in Milwaukee. Now, if I did that, I could really do that anytime. It would be a shitty drive.
Right.
So I really
It'd be worth it.
And I keep saying this is the only medium where every single audience member has a mic.
Oh.
And it's the only medium where every single audience member has something behind them. So we're talking, there's some low-hanging fruit if you want to make some jokes. All right, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go Noah, Bob, and Sarah. If anybody else comes, we'll pop them on. You can have up to 5 minutes if you want. I'm not going to be strict with the time because we have a small group today. After 4 minutes, I'm going to hold up the 1 minute left sign. And after that minute's up, I'm going to hold up the that's your time sign. You have kind of a long time, so wrap up fairly quickly if you can. You don't have to panic. You can finish your thought or say goodnight, whatever you like. Remember, this is an open mic. Please be respectful of the other performers. We're all just trying to get a laugh and have some hope in life. So let's just be supportive of each other. I'm going to go ahead and get the show started. It's 5 after, and the rest of the people aren't here. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lifeguards and swimmers, I don't care who you are or where you're from. I'm just glad you're here today to share some time with us. Make some noise! For a few people, that was actually really good. You guys are really receptive. I love it. That's what this is about. It's about a human connection. My name's Kevin Comstock. I'll be your host today for a variety of acts and craziness. All right, let's bring up our first performer. You're gonna love this first performer. You're gonna love this first performer. He's a Russian rapper, a bass jumper, and a former parliamentarian. Put your hands together for Noah York.
Oh yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to my room. You know, I didn't think we'd all fit in here, but here we are. You know, I went and got a foot massage with my girlfriend the other day. You know, I wasn't really sure how to prepare for stand up, so I was, you know, fuck it, let's get our feet warmed up. You know, attack it from all angles. You know, so we get to the massage parlor, pay for the rub. The masseuse, he takes us to the room, you know, he sits us down and he takes off my socks and shoes for me, you know, and that seemed nice, but I've never had another grown man do that for me before, you know. You know, it was like one of the most emasculating things. You know, I felt like a fucking toddler, you know, like he was going to powder my nuts, then change my diaper. You know, but I didn't get to pay extra. You had to pay extra for that, I think. And then he leaves the room and he goes to the back. And then about 5 minutes later, he comes back carrying a big bucket of hot water. And I know it's hot because the amount of steam that was just smoking out the top of it, I didn't know if I was getting a foot massage or if I just ordered the fucking fajitas from Chili's, you know? I was kind of nervous. But, you know, I get it. You know, they stick your feet in the hot water, loosens up your muscles, makes it a bit easier to massage. But I took it a little personal because it felt like after he took off my shoes, he got one whiff of them and thought, oh God, you know, I don't think I can touch them unless I boil them first, you know? And yeah, boil them he did. So after he cooked my feet like they were lobsters, he lifts them from the magma and he starts massaging my feet, you know, or what's left of my feet, because they now look like if you left a wax statue out in the sun for too long, you know, they're just dripping away. So he starts like reshaping them into form, and he starts reshaping them into form, and you know, that's when it started to get really good, you know. And then about halfway through, my girlfriend, you know, she reached out her hand and she touched my arm and we made eye contact, and I felt kind of bad because, you know, she was looking at me, making sure that I was having a good time, making sure that I was enjoying myself, but I was looking at her and I thought, well, you better get one good last look at this because I'm taking him home with me, you know. He knows how to make me feel good. But no, I'm just kidding. I love my girlfriend. You know, we have a great relationship, and it's been nice during quarantine because we like a lot of the same TV shows. One of our favorites is Naked and Afraid. Have you guys ever seen that? Well, if you haven't, it's this survival show where they take people and they put them out in the middle of nowhere, and they're supposed to survive, but they're completely naked. You know, so Naked and Afraid. But I always thought that title was a little bit redundant because if I'm naked and I'm not at home, I'm afraid, you know? and I hope you're afraid too, because good things don't happen when naked men get courageous, you know? I've never heard of a good story where, you know, like there's like a house fire or something and, you know, the family's like, you know, I thought we were going to die, but then out from the woods came this very naked but courageous man, and he saved all of us. Like, now, I'm pretty sure stories involving naked and courageous men typically involve crime, you know? And, you know, I always wondered how they came up with that show, you know? Like, was there some TV producer out there, and he was, you know, he thought, you know, I like Bear Grylls, you know, but I think I'd like it better if I could see the fear in his eyes and his cock was out. Okay, guys, that's all I have. Thank you very much. You can follow my socials if I had any.
All right, man. That's Noah. Thanks for sharing with us, man. That was great.
Thank you.
And afraid. I get it, man. I get it. I can be naked and afraid, and I don't even have to leave my house.
Yeah, you got to stay away from those mirrors.
It can just be pure sadness. I'm in total denial of who I am, and when I look in a mirror, every time I go, oh, shit, that's me. Isn't that great? All right. Our next performer, ladies and gentlemen, builds homes from recycled plastic bottles, trains dolphins, and is a Rhodes Scholar. Put your hands together for Brother Bob!
All right, cool. Wow, this is the first time I've ever done this. So bear with me, because I said if I was ever going to do this, I was going to share a poem I wrote when I was 12 years old. Now, it's been a while since I've said it, but the last time my mom heard it when she was alive, she liked it. I want to dedicate it to my ex-wife, emphasis on ex-wife. If you like it, get loud. It's called Fuck You. Fuck you. You can just kiss my ass. Fuck you, and don't you give me none of that shit. Fuck you, I said, don't come around no more. Fuck you, you're just a fucking whore. Fuck you, you're a bitch, and I'm a bastard. Fuck you, you're a bitch, and I'm a bastard. Everybody together. Fuck you, you're a bitch, and I'm a bastard.
And
you notice the word whore is in that poem. Wrote it when I was 12, so it's not 100% accurate. The mother of my children. But it was a tension breaker and it had to be done. Do we agree? It had to be done. All right, so how many people here have older brothers and sisters? Older. Good. All right, Noah, how much older is your sibling?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Okay. All right. I got 5 older brothers and sisters. The closest one to me is 15 years older. I'm 53, so they're in or fast approaching their 70s, and they can get a little weird. Okay. Well, I'll give you an example. See, I like to meditate, in my usual fashion.
Yeah.
Right. So Thursday, I was meditating, my usual fashion, reading my favorite book in my chair. My favorite chair, actually. It's about 11 o'clock. I got a knock on the door. And it's my brother. It's my older brother. So I'm like, cool. What's up? And he gets all mad at me and he walks right past me and says, we got to talk. And he sits in my fucking chair. I've been meditating, so I'll just roll with it, right? So I'm like, all right, what's up? I don't like your attitude. It's only been fucking 5 seconds, man. And then he goes, what do you want to do with your life? And right there, at that second, I thought I was in a Twisted Sister video. Have you ever seen a Twisted Sister video? The dad says, what do you want to do with your life? And the kid goes, I want to rock. But I didn't answer it like that. I answered his question. What do you want to do with your life? I said, be happy. And that pissed him off. Then he poked at me and says, I don't think you understand the question. I said, I don't think you understand life is for being happy. Case fucking closed. And that's my time.
Oh.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Bob. Catching me off guard with your cue, buddy. Catching me off guard. It's okay, though. It's an open mic. It's all good. That was fun, man. That was fun. I especially like the poem. Most of us relate to it, and you might actually have the record for the most fucks in a poem. It's a real good chance.
It's just a piece.
Also, very appropriate shirt.
If you can't do this to the one you love, you're not connected.
All right, here we go. We're going to close out the show right now. This next performer is a stunt car driver, a puppeteer, and an entomologist. Please welcome Sarah Thompson.
Thank you. I know you're thinking, how can a 14-year-old be all three of those things? But yeah, I'm Sarah Thompson. I happy to be here, and I am recently single. However, I am not ready to mingle because I just got out of a relationship 10 years ago, not with my kindergarten boyfriend, like you might think, but with OCD. Yeah, that's obsessive compulsive disorder, or obsessive clingy destroyer of my life, as I like to call it. It was very toxic, and my friend was like, oh my gosh, my last ex was so toxic. And I'm like, Stacy, mine put me in therapy for years. It was not fun. But yeah, I have a fear, many fears, because OCD is debilitating. But specifically, I think through everything. Like, I'm walking through buildings, I'm going down hallways, I'm walking up corridors, and then I stop. I'm like, I know I forgot something. What did I lose? What did I forget? I'm looking on the floor. I'm like, okay, is it my wallet? Is it my keys? Is it my virginity? What did I lose? And I remember I'm a good Midwest girl, and my virginity is in the box in the cornfield, and we're okay. We're okay. But I'm also just afraid of like falling off of buildings and down the stairs and in love, because all three of those will break your heart. And my OCD will tell me that I want to do things that I don't really want to do. Like, I'll go to the ice cream store. Oh, what flavor of ice cream would you like today? Well, I'll have kale. Sorry, I don't actually want kale. I don't want kale ice cream. That's disgusting. My OCD made me say that. It's the Orange County delusion. I live in Orange County, California, and we're like obsessed with health food. And I want ice cream to be a treat, but it can't in my brain. Yeah, it's really not fun. It's kind of like having a superpower that you really don't want to have, because I'll like think I can do things just by thinking of them. Like when I was in school, I'd see somebody, I'd be like, their eye color is really cool. I should have that eye color. And I'd worry that it could switch like that. But in reality, I could get their eye color. I just have to knock them on the head, scoop out their eyeballs, rinse them off, because that's really gross. Then pop them in my own eyes like contacts. How hard could it be? But you know what? That would just be really wrong. Because nobody would think that I looked good with big blue eyes. They'd just be like, Sarah, what happened to your tiny, tiny hazel eyes? I'd just be looking around like this all day. Not good stuff. Yeah, my mom is kind of, it annoys her that I have my OCD because my OCD will be like, oh, I'm protecting you from danger, like Lysol. But Lysol, it contains things like chemicals like ethanol and Lucy and Ricky, and I don't want Fred in there. That's why I get really scared and I get freaked out. My mom's like, oh, go clean the counter, Sarah. And I'm like, I don't want to clean the counter. I don't want to touch the Lysol. And my mom got so fed up with me one day that our German heritage came right out, and she started talking. You do not want to clean up the counter using the Lysol? Fine. She sprayed it on the counter. Fine, I will show you that the Lysol is very good for you. It's fine. See, it's touching me. It's fine. Delicious. It's like the candy. It's fine. You use it. You use it too. You want to use it. But Mom, you don't understand. That Lysol's gonna kill you. It kills 99.9% of germs, aka Germans. Thank you, y'all.
A German.
Guys, Sarah Thompson, ladies and gentlemen.
Good job.
That was great, man. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks, and man, oh man, it is just freaking coming together. She's one of our students. That is just great, man. Making us
Thanks.
feel proud. All right. All right, and I saw Summer came in here. Summer, you want to do a few minutes?
Yes.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring up our last performer. We got a secret walk-in celebrity from Nebraska, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it ended already?
This performer was the subject of numerous documentaries, plays bluegrass cello, and was scouted by the Mets from Nebraska. It's Summer Sinclair.
All right, you're highlighting me or no?
No,
No, you're not highlighting.
no, I'm not. You can highlight yourself.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. All right. Do you guys have a hard boss? Because my boss, he's really super hard on me. He told me I wasn't working hard enough. And I've been there a year, but he's like, you're not doing enough. And then he's like, you only show up to work one day out of the whole year. Well, I show up on time, right? At 9 a.m. on the dot. And I was well groomed. I only bashed up 2 cars in the parking lot. And I was so nice to you. I filed just 3 sexual harassment suits. These are new stuff. Okay. Where did I write it?
Right.
Okay. There's no such thing as ghost. If a spirit is in heaven, they wouldn't want to come back to earth. Like for what? To talk back to their relatives? Their relatives is only going to ask them to complain. Is only going to complain to them. You left me all alone. I can't afford the mortgage. There's no room for your urn. Not even in the closet there isn't any room. I mean, the only reason a ghost might want to come back to earth is if they were an asshole. They would start hiding the car keys and your alarm go off at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then they would evade your body. I mean, if I wanted them to evade my body, I would have told them to do it when they were alive. I don't need them to do it now that they're dead. I went to, the other day, I got a free tattoo at a bike rally. And when I was younger, I got a couple of tattoos, but they're in places you can't see them. So I decided to get the poop emoji on my butt cheek. Later that night, as I was getting ready for bed, I asked my husband, well, how's it look? He says, it looks like shit. I said, great. That's exactly what I was going for. All right. Okay. I hate hunters. All they do is they kill these majestic animals for trophies and for rugs that they put under their fireplaces. I mean, What a waste of a good coat. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I have a keloid scar on my chest, and it looks like a fat little worm. And so I'm afraid to go outside and wear low-cut dresses because the birds are going to start attacking me. I have to work on that one. All right. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's one more. Hold on, it was here. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Do you guys have hard bosses? Because my boss is super hard on me. He told me that I wasn't working hard enough. And I've been there a year, but and he's like, well, you're not doing enough. And then he's like, well, you only showed up once out of the whole year. And I said, well, yeah, but I showed up on time, right? At 9 o'clock on the dot. And I was well groomed. And I only bashed up 2 cars in the lot. And I was so nice to you. I just filed 3 sexual harassment suits. That's all I got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Summer Sinclair! An iPhone, because that's what her name says. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed tonight. As always, it was colorful. It's always colorful. We hope you will make this the most unpretentious open mic around. Just come here and fool around with us and screw around. That's what it's about, everybody. Check it out. Let's talk about what we learned. We learned things tonight. We learned about a man can powder nuts and change a diaper, and it's redundant to be naked and afraid. We learned about a really long fuck you poem, and you're a bitch and I'm a bastard. We learned about a virginity in a small box in a cornfield in the Midwest, and OCD is Orange County delusion. And lastly, we learned that a poop emoji tattoo looks just like shit. And if you have a fat little worm on your chest, you're going to get attacked by birds. It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than this. Go to any other open mic and check out the themes they talk about. We have a small crowd and we still had great themes. Round of applause for Noah, Brother Bob, Sarah, and Summer Sinclair. My name's Kevin Comstock. On behalf of the entire Greg Dean team, I want to thank you for coming and sharing some time with us tonight. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.